Welcome to Sosa's Steam Room. We are talking Blackhawks taking on the Blues in the postseason, the Bulls missing the postseason, Golden State trying to make some history, Bears draft coverage, and the Cubs' hot start. Hit it. What's up, everybody? My name is Drew Edstrom, and the other co-host of this podcast is Blake Van Pocky.
Hello.
Blake, how are you this evening?
I'm doing really good. Having a good week. Had a good weekend.
Yeah?
A lot of Cubs.
A lot of Cubs this weekend.
Which was awesome. And yeah, I'm feeling good.
Yeah, Blake last night was climbing on top of souvenir...
Allegedly.
Well, there's no... actually, there is
Actually,
video.
it's video proof.
Blake was climbing on top of some souvenir truck things in Wrigley last night, so clearly in the right state of mind.
Obviously.
Obviously. But it was for my birthday, so it was all worth it.
Yeah.
This is my birthday episode.
You turned 12.
I turned 12.
Just like the podcast.
I'm 12 years old and graduating college.
You're a smart 12-year-old.
That's impressive.
You're a very smart 12-year-old.
All right, Blake, let's fill some people in on some information.
Yes.
This is episode 12 of Sosa's Steam Room, and a couple things you need to know. We love email, so shoot us an email at sosasteamroom@gmail.com. We have Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram accounts. Just search Sosa's Steam Room. We also have personal Twitter accounts. My account at DN Edstrom, and Blake, your Twitter handle?
At SoldierFieldBLG.
SosaSteamroom.com for updates, a little bit bio on us, and new episodes. And we have a Patreon page, so if you want to support us, by all means,
go for it.
Please support us.
We need it.
We like you.
I like you a lot.
Poor college people.
That's what we are.
But we're going to start off the show tonight with something a little different that we haven't talked about, which I'm kind of actually pretty surprised we haven't talked about this.
We talked about it a little.
The Warriors.
Not at length, but...
The Warriors.
Yeah.
So, Warriors are going for history Wednesday night.
Already
They're
made a
going to
little
take
bit
on
of
the...
history.
well, they tied the Bulls 72-10 record.
Yeah.
They're looking to break it on Wednesday night when they host the Grizzlies.
Yeah.
Before we talk about it at all, are they going to do it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think they're going to do it too.
They are dialed in right now, and from the sounds of it, they all really want it, or at least a majority of the team wants it. So,
yeah, Warriors are going to go 73-9. But the Grizzlies do play them tough.
yeah,
But I don't think the Grizzlies are going to be able to.
I bet it will be closer than what we're expecting, but I still think they're most likely going to get it done.
Yeah, I agree. What are your thoughts on that?
One of my thoughts, I think it's just a great accomplishment. Putting all my Bulls bias aside, I think it's awesome what they have done this year. Really, one of the best teams to watch in history, straight up. Mm-hmm. So, congrats to them. That's
definitely the best shooting team, I'd say, of all time.
Yeah.
Changing
the game.
Yeah,
straight
exactly.
up, changing the game.
Here's my thing. Earlier in the year, I was very against it because, I'm a Bulls guy.
Yeah.
Let's be done with the Warriors talk. There's no way they're going to do it. And
Yeah.
here we are. And now I'm kind of like, I was really rooting for a tie.
Yeah.
I was like, let's just tie it. If they lose tomorrow, I'll be the happiest person in the world.
Yeah.
Because I'm like,
Same
oh,
here.
we both get to have fun and both get to have this record.
I definitely selfishly still want them to lose.
But now I'm kind of realizing that we have to appreciate greatness.
Yeah.
And, just let both these teams go down as two great teams in NBA history.
I'll say this before you move on. This team still has to win it all.
Yeah, absolutely. That's not even a question.
If they beat the record and lose to the Spurs, it's nullified.
Yeah, it doesn't count.
It doesn't count.
Erase it.
Just erase it from history.
Oh, you're exactly right. In the NBA, if you don't have a ring, it doesn't matter, period. Kobe will tell you about that.
They will.
And he's going on a Wednesday, too. I'll have something up about him. I'm really kind of sad.
Yeah.
Kobe made basketball for me.
Mm-hmm.
He's
for a lot of people.
He's the reason why I love basketball so much, or one of the main reasons why. Also, Chris Duhon, big...
Random.
I'm kind of kidding. Mostly kidding.
Good.
But
Good.
yeah, I'm kind of bummed about Kobe.
Yeah.
And but it'll be a nice night. Could be historic. I mean, Kobe's last game, Warriors breaking the record.
It'll be sad, but time to move on.
Yeah, it's time to move on to more sad things.
Oh no.
We're going to talk some Cubs, and right now with the Cubs, a lot of good things, but we need to talk about the Schwarber injury first. Obviously, the ACL tear out for the season. If you don't know that, then I don't know where you live.
I don't know.
Maybe under a rock.
Yeah, probably under a rock.
Let's just cry about it for a second because
I've already cried about it enough.
Blake and
I've run out of tears.
On Friday, Blake and I were together when the news dropped of the Schwarber injury, and I was much more upset about it than you were. I'd say.
I'm a glass half full type of guy, Drew.
I'm just an emotional.
You're an emotional wreck.
I was just like, ugh. It wasn't like concern for the team. I wasn't like, oh, we're done. It was like, oh, dude, what is all this crap with Chicago and knee injuries?
Yeah.
Don't understand. I feel bad for Kyle because I'll say this. The Cubs are going to be able to cope with this loss a lot better than people think just because of their depth and how good they are, especially in the outfield.
That was the first thing I said.
Yes.
First thing I said.
Yes. But the thing I'm sad about is Kyle Schwarber on this Cubs team makes this team like 10 times more fun.
Yeah.
He's just, every single time he comes to the plate, it's something to watch.
Yeah.
He makes the game fun, and I'm going to miss that.
I'm going to miss him killing baseballs. Baseballs will be happy.
The baseballs are happy.
Baseballs will be very happy that he's gone, but everyone else, it sucks.
But, yeah, the depth on this team is just ridiculous. There's still no holes in that lineup.
They planned for this.
And I'm confident guys are going to step up. And Javi Baez is going to be up in the next couple days. And he's taking reps in left field. Yes. So
they have a contingency plan.
Speaking of that left field spot.
Yeah.
If you had to pick one guy, I'll give you 3 names. Yeah. Actually, no, I'll give you 4 names.
Yeah.
So you got Baez, who could play out there. Bryant. Soler.
Yeah.
I'll throw Matt Caesar out there.
Matt Caesar is the... No, but right now, it's kind of up in the air at this point. Jorge has he has a big learning curve right now, I feel like, and he has a lot to learn in left, as we've seen in a lot of situations already. I'm kind of confident Javi will come up and make a big impact in the outfield, and I'm glad they tried him out in center field a lot this offseason and just got him kind of familiar. But right now it's Jorge's. We'll see what they do with Chris. He played in right field.
Yeah, that was out of nowhere.
Nowhere. I could see him. I'm not totally sure what Madden has planned for Chris and how they're going to move forward with this outfield situation. But
I think right now it's Jorge's job to lose.
Yeah.
Like you said, defensively, it's just a headache. He takes bad angles on balls in the outfield. His arm is great, but mentally, we just don't know. We saw like a bad throw. He should have thrown to second base a couple nights ago. He threw to third. Possibly cost the Cubs a run there. Well, he definitely did.
It did.
Yeah, Jorge has those kind of mental lapses.
Yeah.
So I'm not completely comfortable with him. I'm kind of hoping that Baez just comes up and just destroys, which he very well could.
Which is very possible.
Yeah, so I'm excited to see Javi up here.
Yeah.
But still.
It's Jorge's 5th game playing the position. I know it's still the outfield, but, switching from right to left is still, a change and something that you got to adjust to. Totally different angles, how you should play the ball switches up on you. So, it's early.
And the wind at Wrigley is never really kind.
Yeah, exactly.
And you never really know. But, I mean, they have depth, so it'll be all right.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll see a lot of different units out there, players out there,
So it's been a little over a week since the season got going. So they started off with a 2-game sweep of the Angels. They took 3 of 4 from the D-backs. And then last night they won their home opener in very dramatic fashion, thanks to Addison Russell and his 3-run dinger. Also, Jason Hayward drove in a couple runs.
Yes.
And there actually being no hit in that game in the 7th inning.
By Brandon Finnegan.
Finnegan begin again.
Finnegan begin again.
And that was out of nowhere, but we were talking last night that Finnegan was really controlling that changeup, hitting the spots, painting the corners.
That outside corner consistently.
Yeah. And even the Cubs only had 3 hits in this game, and they still won 5-3.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
That tells you something right there.
That just shows that this team is resilient, and they're going to come back.
Took a lot of walks, stayed patient, didn't try to force anything all game, and then, the talent came through and won him the game.
And I know John kind of had like a shaky start, but he still did his thing and pitched well.
Yeah.
And then the bullpen, Rondon last night, lights out.
He's been great.
He has a little bit of a swagger right now.
Does.
He's coming in. I think he's playing a little angry, which I really enjoy.
He's proving people wrong, which is good.
And I don't get why there's always been kind of that doubt.
Yeah.
But, good to see Rondon come in and play well.
Yeah.
Tonight they have the night off, and then they play the Reds again, then they play the Rockies. So that'll finish out this homestand here.
So it should be a good week.
Yeah, it should be a pretty easy week.
We say that now, though.
But it's baseball.
Yeah. I thought last night was going to be easy.
Yeah. We were talking about, they're going to win on Drew's birthday. It's going to be great. And they did win, but for a while I was a little scared.
I think the great thing about this team, even being no hit through 6 2/3, me and you were both still like, they're going to win this game. Mm-hmm. Like, down 3-0, 0 hits, nothing really going right for them. We still were like, they're still being patient. They're still, waiting for that pitch. And, we were confident the whole time.
Because the Cubs can bat around in any inning. We're both very confident of that. There can be just like one mistake and the floodgates will open.
Yes. And
so
we saw it last night.
If you had to pick one thing that has impressed you so far about this team.
One thing. Wow.
So far, yeah, I know. But try to pick one.
Now that's a tough one. I guess I would just have to go with a player.
Go with a player.
And it's Anthony Rizzo.
Yeah.
He's the real deal. And I think he's going to take his game to an even another level this year. So, first week, I've been very impressed. I mean, he didn't play great last night or maybe the last game in Arizona, but very impressed with Rizzo.
Yeah, as always, fantastic. Yeah. The real leader of this team.
How about you?
You got 2 guys for you.
You got 2 guys?
We got our buddy Dexter.
Dexter Fowler.
He has a 1.359 OPS so far this season.
Yeah, he's
fantastic. Killing the baseball.
Yeah, he is.
And his defense has even been good too, even though
his defense has been fantastic.
Even though he does the thing where he catches it at his chest and it drives me insane.
And the thing we will not talk about.
We're not going to talk about that. But I'm glad he's okay, and he has started off fantastic. And then becoming one of my favorite players on this team is Ben Zobrist.
Absolutely.
I mentioned this to you last night.
Yeah.
I haven't seen him make a mistake yet.
He does everything right.
I at the plate, he's patient. He doesn't swing at balls.
Yeah.
In defense, he always makes the right play.
He's been great. He's really the player that I've heard like all about all off season. All the good things you heard about him. You're like, okay, well, he's really that player. He's just a baseball player. Like, he's the guy who does all the things right. So
I see why Joe Madden is in love with him. Yeah. Because I'm in love with him.
Yeah, and that's signing. I mean, now it's even looking better now.
Yeah, so. Zoby's playing great. Even like KB isn't really producing that much yet. Yeah. And like I was saying, Hayward had an RBIs last night. Yeah. And we were talking earlier in the weekend. We're like, Addison, Hayward, and Chris Bryant all haven't clicked yet. And then last night, Addison cracks that 3-run dinger. Yeah. Hayward steps out, gets a hit.
He was due for that.
He was due.
He was absolutely due.
So
got robbed in the first inning.
Yeah, he did. That was a great catch.
But yeah.
But still got robbed.
It was a great week for the Cubs.
And I think it's going to get better this week.
Let's hope so.
So you saw the clubhouse?
Yeah, I did.
What were your thoughts on the clubhouse?
It's insane.
Did you see the stuff today? A couple of media members had access to go in there and get a tour.
I did not, but I've seen a lot of pictures.
Okay, so they have a party room.
Yeah.
Just for, like, after the game parties. Yeah. They have, like, disco ball, fog machine, like stereo
course they
system,
do.
and then they